Peace, 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 peace. Getting all my, let's see what's going on here. So yeah, this here, man down. This particular class, this particular live stream right here may not be for everyone. The holy people, you might want to go ahead, get your rest in. Go ahead and get your rest in, right? Then in the morning when you wake up, you go ahead, open up your presents. People who you might have you might have been referred to this channel. You might have been referred to this channel as some place where you can come and have a great learning experience. But unfortunately, you showed up on the day that shots was fired. We trying to see if we get the cameras back how we had it yesterday, with the exception. True Light Divine Lot. All right, welcome to the channel. You there? Oh, your mic. You gotta turn your mic on. District 120. Fine, true, smell good, true light, king math.
Some people just really can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your school's saying first before saying it.
You got it. In the background.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
What's your sign, somebody? True light, you there?
Peace, God.
Malik, all right. What's the signs?
What's the size, G?
Not much right now. Just trying to get this technology together.
Yeah,
So
I thought. Yeah, I was coming on to do the knowledge to the bills, God.
that's peace.
It's
So
no, it's snowing down there, G.
not right now.
Okay, I saw a couple of reflections. I thought I saw some ice on the ground.
Yeah, earlier I think it was snowing out there, but I wasn't out there.
Oh, that's peace. What's the signs, God? What you got going on? You doing a Zoom or you just doing the bill?
Yeah, right. Well, I'm using Zoom. Yesterday we used on a different app and that caused things. See what it is? I got this new this new tablet.
Okay.
So I've been trying to figure out how to use it.
What you get, God?
This
I
is a Samsung jump off. Just
okay.
nothing super duper, but it was getting the job done yesterday.
Mm. So you're just doing the knowledge to it.
I'm trying to get see this all types. This is you think they fancy over here. See, I'm so used to dealing with Apple stuff for the last years that it takes me a minute to get out of the Amish stage.
Yeah, I'm Apple myself. I don't know much about Samsung. Yeah.
Hmm.
I guess everybody out doing Christmas.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know how it is.
Yeah,
A lot of people.
yeah. God, I was sitting here watching Superfly. The new Super, that's 2018. a 19. I never seen it.
So we're gonna have to just. But I mean, before you was still dealing with learning 120.
Before I came to Show Improve, I had just got through 120 when I came to Show Improve.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, I had just received my flag right before I came to Show Improve.
All right. Yeah, that's super peace.
Yeah.
So since then, uh, like how you how you expanded on that knowledge and wisdom since then.
Since then, God, I've been doing the knowledge to the degrees, as far as looking up the words, some just doing the knowledge to your bills, building with the guys around this cipher, and just adding on like that. And
Uh-huh.
you know, uh,
Zoom, for whatever reason, it doesn't work the same on on uh on Android as it does on what's in it. So let's see while we work on this. While we work on this, right? Yeah, we can go ahead and get the picture on there.
say it again, God.
I said we could go ahead and get the picture on there. Beat Street, the best Christmas movie ever. I never really looked at Beat Street as a Christmas movie, but now that you say that,
Who is that?
now his brother was saying that Beat Street, Judah TV was the best Christmas movie ever. I never actually looked at that as a Christmas movie, but now that you say it, absolutely. Some for the rich and some for the poor. So Merry Christmas and ho ho ho. So last night, for those that wasn't on last night, you might have to put the link. That's one of the reasons why I came on this stuff. So I can, we might be able to show the screen or something, right? Freedom of love. But last night, I think it was King Math, right? I think it was King Math, and King Math says, King Math says there's about to be a live stream. There's about to be a live stream tomorrow morning. He's saying this last night that tomorrow morning there's going to be a live stream where the topic is going to be dealt with. The topic where the initial shots was fired. I thought he was playing because if you're going to do something where you addressing people, right? Why do it on New Year's Eve at 6 o'clock in the morning? Like if you're doing something, right, Malik, still, if you're doing something where you're trying to, your goal is you want to inform everyone, right? Then while we going in at 6 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve. So I thought that was a joke. But surely at around 9 o'clock, right, a text came in. I wasn't up though. Text comes in, right? Who's that? FDGB Beats? Is that FDG Beats there? Soundscapes by Cinematic. So like 9 o'clock, I was knocked out. But when I came fully conscious, when I came fully conscious and I see it, I'm like, oh man, I missed it. So I missed it. SW, all right. So it's like, yeah, I missed it. But you know how this worked, right? I watched the replay. Did anybody? I know Jula TV. Jula TV. I know you got a chance to see it. Did anybody else get a chance to see the video of Mr. Because look, and I hate to do it, but look, the artist, formerly known as Saladin. The artist formerly known as Saladin. Look, you saw it too. You saw it too, Kimmy. Hey, wait, hey, look. I look. It just see. I know I said I was gonna leave it alone. I know it's just talking. It's supposed to be more mature than that. But he started it. He started it. It was like, I would tell you what it was. Like, as all the video was, was him reading the post that he already made. So it comes to a point where, okay, I realize that's what's happening, but it's the curiosity killed the cat. Where it's like, hold up, are you actually going to speak those words? Are you actually going to speak those words? And yeah, he said it. And look, he said it. He said it with zest, not zest like not that got a different. I'm just talking about. He said it with flamboyantly. So I changed his name after that. I changed his name after that. See, he's the artist. He's the artist formerly known as Saladin. His new name is Pimpin' Salad. His new name is Pimpin' Salad because you trying to pimp the nation. I got a question for y'all. Right? Check out this scenario. Let's say you have an item, whatever it is. You got a coat, let's say. To say somebody tries to take the coat from you, right? Now the coat may have sentimental value for it. Maybe the person that got it for you, the person you got it from, right? And of course, there's the principle that you don't want nobody to take your stuff. But at the same time, that coat has a price. And if somebody try to take that coat from you and you lose your life, then on some level, even though it was that sentimental value, right, and that principle, you lost your life for that price. You lost your life for that amount of money. See, because that's already a commodity. So you lost your life for something that somebody could have got for that money right there. So now, if the flag has a price, right? How many people on here, right? Before I started saying this, see, right now, you might be a little hesitant because you don't know where I'm going with this. But how many people, we got West Coast in the building. Shots was fired at me, West Coast, man down, right? But look, how many people would say, look, they would give their life for that flag? But now, once the flag is a commodity, right, for a price, are you still willing? Are you still willing to give your life for something that all the person got to do is pay the price? They don't got nothing. See, he keeps using this word invaluable. But see, you got you got priceless and you got worthless. And see, the thing with all your ideas, right, is to us, it's priceless. Without us, it's worthless. See, I don't represent the flag represent me. But see, this is what I'm saying, right? You said the flag, right? You just put a meaning right there, right? I give my life for my flag, my women and children, and to ensure the children of my brothers and sisters as well, right, are safe. But see, what happens, like, see, that's what it means to have a flag, right? But this is what I'm saying. What happens when now that's not the case? You just paid the money. Like you just paid the money and now, that's your flag. Like this is what I'm saying, right? You see somebody with the flag on, you say peace, you know, and they like, hi, and you say, yeah, my name is, Darkim Be Allah, what's your name? And they say, Kevin. And so you say, Kevin, how you get that flag? You know what I'm saying? You know what that flag is? And he said, oh yeah, I know what it is. And he pulls out his paper, right? He pulls out his receipt, right? And his his license. He pulls out his license that he purchased to have this flag and use it and put it on the top of his stuff. Right. Now look, SW, you said it happened. But that's what I'm saying. Now look, when that conversation goes down, right? What happens when he pulls out his license? He pulls out his license that he got, right? That say, look, I'm authorized, the holder of this certificate is licensed to use this flag. I'm just saying, maybe I'm explaining it, maybe the way I'm seeing it, but I'm just saying that look, there's just some of us that look, that's how we gonna see it. See, look, complete just came in. See that look, that might be one of the differences. See, you just made me think of a point right there, complete. See, in the military, you got wartime veterans and you got peacetime veterans. See, you got people that's been in the military since the early 90s, and they done been to every tour. They done been to Iraq twice, Afghanistan, they done been everywhere. And then you got people that go in the military, they go to Fort Leavenworth, and then when they get stationed or where they get stationed at Fort Leavenworth. You ain't never really, you know what I'm saying? You never really, so yeah, you look at this differently. Right, that's what I'm saying. The combat veterans. See, he's not a combat veteran. If you're not a combat veteran, then yeah, you might. But yeah, West Coast. See what happened is Pimpin' Sally, the artist formerly known as Saladin. I call him Pimpin' Sally because he wants to pimp the nation. You know, he released an open letter, right? He released an open letter because see, my new name is Darkim the Fella. See what I mean? Because a lot of a lot of uh the stuff the stuff that he put in his little scribe there, I would have to say the shoe fits. Yeah, look, complete. You're right about that. Because you know who played that game? That exact game what you talking about? My uncle used to play that game. My uncle was in the military during Vietnam. My uncle was in the military during Vietnam, but he was stationed in Michigan. But when he go down there, when he go down to the VA, he returned essence now. But when he used to go to the VA, he played like he straight combat. But yeah, so yeah, he wrote this other open letter, right? Pip and Sally, where he basically just repeated. No, this is what happened. Pardon me. He released the letter, but then this morning he released the video. And in this video, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, remember Chuck D? Remember Chuck D? I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said they were suckers. See, here's the thing. The whole time I've been in the knowledge, it's been questions and answers. Like that's somewhat you could say that just that's just the format. I would do that too if I was incomplete, but to each his own. The format, that the knowledge is in, right? It's questions and answers. But see, this is the thing, man. See, because look, that's it. We doing all this psychology, right? We doing all this psychology where you want to say, people is going through all this cognitive dissonance and avoidance methods that's outlined in psychiatry. So this is what I'm look. Let me hit a little bit of what I think. See, you're not used to being around men. See, when you a school teacher, right? See, just by profession, right? Academia is it's not alignmented. Then the other people you're dealing with is children. You see, being the king of rabbits and being the king of lions is two different things. It's not the same. Rob Peace, I mean, you said about the brother from Newark. I don't know who's the brother from Newark. See, and that's what happened. Yeah, look, they got a tremendous amount of similarities. Wise Prince said a brother named Rob Peace. He said it was a good movie about the brother from Newark. I don't know who that is. And see, when you receive challenges, right? When Pimp and Sally, when Pimp and Sally receive challenges, right? When what you saying gets challenged, you wasn't prepared for that. But yeah, who is that wise prince? The bar 704 Joe? 704 Joe? Yeah. But see, this is what I'm saying. When you used to be in see and look, that's a part of the whole thing. 793rd, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of the whole thing right there. Is that when you always the smartest in the room, right? Who's these people you around? So you're not used to being around masters. So here he comes, here he comes, here he comes with this, you know. Who else got a chance to see? Did you get a chance to see the video debate? He said Rob Peace was the brother that went to Yale from the hood in the 90s. His father was convicted of killing two women. He didn't do it, and Rob tried to get him out. He also came back to improve his hood. He was killed in '08. Hmm. Yeah, nah, I can't. Like maybe if I saw like a specific uh news story or something. He said, well, you're the smartest person in the room. You need to leave the room. Hey, listen, the police said the same thing. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I get going quick. Malik said, "Wow, visit this 3 years later. You know, uh, knowledge born. All right, 3 weeks. Super sure. Get knowledge born back in it, back in it, back in it, back in the whip. You know what I'm saying? But uh, see, I think all those questions is involved with what was the totality of his plan. You know, those types of questions. It's like, for instance, when he said the bag was fumbled, right? Okay, what what happened? Like, what did we miss? You listen, you know what I'm saying? Unique had me dying on the calls when he said, you don't want to make it look like you ducking. he said, he said, you you don't want you don't want to make it look like you ducking. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like if you know, you're not revisiting it with no new facts, right? What you're trying to do is get people to uh you trying to reframe what you did, you know, and you trying to use little verbal trickery, right? Where people say to you that, listen, God, you doing this, right? Without informing the nation, without the people in the nation who has got to be a part at the very least when you come to say you're going to appoint this board, Okay, none of those people knew what you was doing. You did something before the knowledge was manifested. That's wisdom knowledge. He comes back with, I knew about trademarks. And I went and did it, and then I let everybody else see it. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. See, you look, the internet is perfect for that kind of talk. You said, how do we get back to this? How we got back to this was he released a letter, in a video. And in the letter, in the video, he was taking particular shots, where, like I said, uh, you got Cinderella, I'm Darkim the fella. Where the shoe, listen, when he says that, listen, if we would have went ahead with my plan, right, then we would have this bag, right? We went along with my plan, then we would have this bag. Instead of uh uh economic plans with no funding, right? So in that he took a shot at the brothers that's you see at the rallies manifesting the plans for building the school and subsequently building up the school, right? And then he says economic development plans with no funding, right? Then he says uh crochet crown and lapel pin fundraising, right? Or live stream / podcast monologues called classes. Hey, listen. I think I hear somebody calling me. And this being, look, I have a little fun. Like I told people, look, I'm having a little fun. I'm having a little fun. You know, but you know what I've been wondering. Well, actually, you probably guess you was on yesterday. I don't know, but because he says crochet crown or lapel pin fundraisers, right? And I keep wondering, are you talking about the same lapel pins? Are you talking about the same lapel pins that you want to trademark? Yeah, that's another thing. Look, complete. That's what I'm saying. That's another thing. Look, whenever people get mad at me, they take a shot at my whole. Hey, listen. Oh no, look, I can't find my machine. You know what? You know what? Hey, look, you know what? You know which one I got for him? I got one for him. I can tell y'all what it is. Hey, look, the when I find my machine, the one I'm bringing for him is Fred G. Sanford. You big dummy. That's gonna be that's gonna be his calling card. Got my homemade lemonade here. So I can cool down a little bit. You know what else is bug? Is he does this video, right? Where you read out the same thing, where you do this live stream slash podcast monologue to talk bad about people having a live stream slash podcast monologue. See, here's the thing, man. You know, there's lots of theories, but not all of them can meet up with practical reality. See, as soon as when you had the idea, see, in your utopia in your mind, right? Darkim Be Allah don't exist. Speaking of that, I didn't record the last live too. We gotta give a shout out. We gotta give a shout out to my cousin Ben. See, like you said, look, I wish I had the machine now to give a round of applause. Hold up, we're gonna get back to that question, Malik, but I gotta tell you the story first, right? About how my cousin Ben, right? How without my cousin Ben, there's no random jewels, right? Now, on my pop side, we generations deep in New York, right? But my mom's was born down south. She moved up here, right? When she first came to the north, right? She first went to Philly. Whatever happened, she didn't like Philly. When she came to New York, she came to live with her cousin Ben, right? And our cousin Ben lived on the next block from my pop's family. And the rest is random Jews. You know what I'm saying? But look, you know, that's a story that I've always known my whole life, Chef. That's what he got to do. That's what he got to do without him. There's no duck can be a lot. See, I would have had some other uh dumb broad, I don't know, whoever, I don't it would have been my mom's. I don't care who it is. I only want that one mom's. I don't want another one. So shout out to my cousin Ben. You know what I'm saying? He returned to the essence Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But you did a good thing. You did a good thing by helping to facilitate true living. And so I'm like but you said why bring it up 3 years later? I mean, like I said, the question for me is like, yeah, nothing happened. Like there's no aha moment, right? Like for instance, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but uh the dude Derek Chauvin, he filed an appeal. He filed an appeal and he's making some progress with it. Right. The reason why I brought that up, what made me think about it is that, yeah, what's the grounds of you bringing this back up? See, because first of all, look, in anything that you're dealing with, right? I don't know where, there's some things that to me, it's like, yo, is it me? Am I bugging? Like, am I in the twilight zone where I'm the only one where it's like, where do you, where do you make decisions, right, of the caliber of trademarking the flag, and you don't go to wherever the headquarters is of whatever it is you're doing. If you work for Exxon Mobil and you do something with that trademark sign that they got, that they use as their symbol, but people don't even know you down at the headquarters of Exxon Mobil, see, complete. You know why he can't make his own flag? And see, that's what I'm saying. That's where the disrespect. See, even if you was smarter than everybody, see, even if you was smarter than everybody, right? Hold on for a second. See, even if you was smarter than us, right? Here's why they can't make their own flag. Because see, if he make a new flag, right, that one won't have Wu-Tang affiliated with it. It won't have Wu-Tang associated with it. See, it won't have that they produce brand new beat. See, it won't have the history, right, of being the piece of steel with the magnetic in New York City. And then moving on to being a piece of steel with magnetic around the world. See, because you can't do that without us. See, that's why it's disrespect, bro. Because even if you was the smartest, you not the people that made that thing valuable. That's an excellent question, complete. Why he just ain't use the Woo W? Yeah, that's a super excellent question. See, that's why they don't want to do their own shit. Because it ain't got none of the history, it ain't got none of the meaning that we manifested. And so when you go about doing some shit without even talking to those people, what are you thinking? That's some bro, that's some fucking imperial shit. That's what they that's some co- colonial shit. 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 That's some 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 colonial shit. Well, nigga, you just got here. What the fuck you doing putting up fences? Ain't he from Canada? Yeah, that's where he from. Listen, he said some shit. I got a question. I got a question. He said some shit. I got a question, right? He said, he said, first of all, his patent that he filed, right? His patent that he filed and everything, right? It says, see, this is what I'm saying. This is the things where it's just see, this is what pisses him off, right? Is when you get asked the question and then it's so, well, so you asking the question because you don't know, and I know. Okay, if you know, answer the question, right? Because he specifically said that through the patent, somehow RZA's show on Hulu would have had to go through us somehow through the patent, right? Now, when you look at his patent says that the first use of that flag was 1995. Now, here's something I know for a fact because I was there. See, this is what I'm saying. You're not a combat. You not. You seen RZA on MTV Raps. See, here's something that I know for a fact that RZA can produce pictures of himself with that flag before 1995. So how you going to explain that, Sherlock? How you going to explain that against somebody who actually knows the history of the flag? How you know what I'm saying? Like I can see you trying to get that over, right? Somebody from Poland, let's say somebody from Poland, right, tries to make a movie. But bro, let me tell you something. Regular 85% ain't going for that shit. That's from New York. That's from New York. They gonna tell you, nah, son. Nah, stop it. I went to school. I went to school to the Knicks, man. They've been had that. You ain't nobody from New York going for that. Just like I'm sure in every city, there's certain things where it's like, yeah, see, nobody that's from here is going for that. Like, what happens? Like, God, let me tell you something, man, about us in New York. We can go back to our border education files. You said the owner of a trademark is the person who applies the mark to goods that they produce. He ain't applying nothing. Said, or uses the mark in the sale or advertising of services that they perform. A trademark registration gives the owner a number of key advantages, including nationwide notice and the presumption. See, now here's another thing. These things that you're describing is why a flag cannot be trademarked. But that's what I'm saying. How do you do that? Right? When I go back, when I go back to the to the school, right? I go back to my high school, right? And I ask for my files, right? And they show you that, oh yeah, we identify him as one of the, what are you talking about? I mean, how does he designate himself to do that? Because he's under the impression, right? He's under the impression that uh you know uh intelligence quotient, right? Intelligence quotient, maybe he thinks it's the same thing, or maybe he thinks it trumps supreme intelligence. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember that. When he said, yeah, he said he's like Saladin in the 1 and 14, taking back the flag for the devil or some dumb shit he said. But nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah, he taking the flag like Jerusalem. Yeah, he said, but who's the devil? Who you taking it from? In the Western name, he said, yo, it saddens him to see, brothers without the ability to protect this culture. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't know. I listen. That is some of the you Saladin. But then, like I said, when he says protecting it, listen, man, that shit you doing is protecting it. See again, man. Look here, man. We in New York, and I don't want to dry snitch, but look. There's all types of shit that's copywritten. that all types of patents and trademarks that's being sold every day. I'm not gonna tell you where they sell it, but right here in New York, see what really separates the shit, right, is the actual real quality. So it's the same thing with his shit. You can file all the papers you want, bro. You know how many patents, copyrights, and trademarks is sitting down there, and ain't nobody making no money off it. Because you didn't build nothing to really give it no value. Just having that on the paper, that don't even how you protecting the culture with that? What's your precedence for that? Like, what's the precedence for that? Where's the trademark? Where's the trademark for European culture? Where's the who got the trademark that's protecting that? Who got the trademark that's protecting Latin culture? Like I'm saying, what's the precedence for this, right? Like if you say, look, uh, you know, right now, let's say, complete, I'm using for example again, right? When you say, man, listen, man, right now, shit around here where I live at is a little bit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Things getting in trouble, man. Things, you know, I ain't really got nothing lined up, man. Let me just get out of here, go in the army, man, make some money, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, there's plenty of people that have done that over the last 200 years with the American military. You understand what I'm saying? What's your precedence, Mr. Academia? That something like that is evil. How's that going to work? Where's the patent that protected Egyptian culture? When did that start? Because see, the only thing that protects, right, according to what the brother just posted right there, the only thing that protects, right, is your financial interest if anything happens with that. And so, what's your financial interest? See, in particular, let me tell you something. And somebody told me this today, and they sparked a memory where it's like, yeah, I heard that saying many times, man. That Allah said, this is to be told, not sold. See, it's not about the copyright, the patent, the trademark. It's not about doing trading, but why are you trading that? Like I'm saying right now, right? If we had a farm, right, and we was going to do trading, it's a certain amount of food we need to eat. Why are you trading that? See, that was always see, you see Melchizedek, but see, you see what his background is. But that was something that we looked at that separated us, from everybody else. Is that you can't buy this. See, like, yeah, in terms of the flags, right? Yeah, they cost money for them to produce them. But see, if you can't manifest, then your money ain't supposed to be good. See, if you if you can manifest, right, and you know, situation is just like that, yeah, you still can get a flag. But if you just got the money, nah, that's no good. That's how it was. Like if you're talking about maintaining with individual people, like those people, those brothers right there, they're about to go to the movies. You ain't got no money, then yeah, you need to stay. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. The police said it's like joining the army as a private soldier and turn around and tell all the commanding officers that you're going to copyright the uniforms so no one else can wear them. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what he was thinking? Yeah, sororities and fraternities don't respect when you just buy the letters without actually earning it. Look, I don't know no organization. I don't know no organization, right, where you buy your way in and get respected. Like anything. Like, look, right now, if they find out that, an artist, all they streams, they paid for them, or your followers, you paid for them. That there's nowhere where you pay for your status and that's respected. If you're gonna have to earn that respect separately. Like it had to be some shit where we be like, yo, that motherfucker bought his way in, but he did his thing. And just like I said, right? Look, and look, maybe let me present it as a question. Maybe someone else knows, right? What's the mechanism? What's the mechanism that we're gonna use, right, to stop things from getting watered down? Because I'm saying necessarily now you're gonna start seeing it on other things where, you know, what are the chances of people getting things right and exact that's not even us? Because that's what you're talking about using this, you're using it in the commercial realm, you know, you want to do all this entertainment stuff. And so, you already got that problem, right? That, okay. And look, I actually was doing this. I still do it, right? Every time somebody buys something with a flag on it or they buy a flag, right? I ask them if they gave Saladin his money. And see, I ask people, I even ask people from the 60s. I ask people for the 60s. I asked people for the 60s if they gave Saladin his money. At first they don't be know what I'm talking about, but then when they realize what I'm talking about, they just give me a look like Saladin don't want that kind of fight. Get the smoke. And they just give me that look like, is you crazy? Is you crazy? But I'm just saying, you already know. Well, I would hope that he knows there is no chance of me hitting him off. there is no chance, zero chance, that was one of my questions. What happens with all the people who got the knowledge before 1995? Like, are we grandfathered in? But look, complete. He said he got some money that it's a little bit like, yeah, son, well, when you start thinking about the people who made money off of us, right? When you start talking about the people who made money off of us and they hit us off, right? So check this part of the scenario out, right? That he expanded on the Zoom call, I think, right? Where he said that he's been a consultant to the movie and music industry for decades. He said either the late 90s or the early 2000s. But the full story goes there was some group, some entertainment entity that wanted to do something and include, whatever element of the 5% in it. And uh, you know, he was one of the early people on the internet, right? So when they just, tried to Google or whatever to find somebody, that they could work with to get whatever 5% thing they was trying to do, he was the only person that they found. So now we find out that you've been consulting with these people, right, on our behalf. So this is what I'm saying. Like, so wait, you mean all the movies where we see this fucking jerk playing the role of the 5%? That's because you. But I'm just saying, look, how much they paid you. I'm just saying, as the point where, look, see, this is upside down. Because wait, how we in the trenches and you got paid? Like when you told people, look, this is how 5% is, you're not the one that was being that way. How you got the check and the people you was describing didn't even know nothing about it. So see, even once he says that, right? Like once he says that he's been doing that for decades, right? Is it me? Or is it that this patent would fit right in with what you've been doing? Is it that going through that business, right? You got the inkling that if you had a patent somehow for the nation, that you could increase the money that you demand from these companies that you've been making the whole time to tell our story and not tell us nothing. Okay, you don't like me, right? So we don't get money for our pocket. How many rallies you paid for? How much money you sent down to get food at the Sean food? How many repairs at the school you helped with? Now, this being the case, how are you the nigga that we trusted to hold this invaluable asset that you talking about? See, this is what he don't like. See, he don't want no questions. See, he keeps saying that, everybody's making it. Nah. I'm listening to what you said. That's what you said. You said that you've been a consultant Pip and Sally. You, Pip and Sally, have been a consultant in the movie and music industry for years, and we find this out. We find this out. We find this out all this time later. Because that's what I'm saying. As a nation, right? We don't do anything with that. So I say right now, I say, look, all of us, all of us need to do this thing. Nigga, you need to do that. That's what you the only one that's benefiting from that. You just wants to co-sign your bullshit. All of us need to get on the road and go in this direction. I don't live in that direction. But if we go in that direction, that'll be right up your alley because you live over there. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you in the mutual masturbation society, right? By yourself. You get used to talking. You get used to talking, running your motherfucking mouth, and then the next thing you run into somebody that know how to listen. You can look, contact Minister Freedom. I'm fairly sure Minister Freedom was the host of that meeting, the Zoom meeting, right, where he said these things. And I'm fairly sure Minister Freedom still has the recording. But his what's the name, maybe look, y'all keep saying why wait 3 years? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm sure that's how he look at it. Because look, he said that in the mission, right? He said that you niggas, he said that you niggas ain't even dumb. You niggas are so stupid. How stupid, how stupid are y'all? You niggas is so stupid that when he speaks, he don't expect you to understand today, or even in a week, or even in a matter of months. It could be a whole year before you even begin to grasp your little feeble mind around the concepts that he presents. You got that? You got that? I tried to break it down simple because you niggas are so stupid that I don't know if y'all can understand that. He said that. See, look, I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know what's wrong with people. But look, you gotta talk nice. You got you, like if apparently you trying to, you know, communicate to me that I misunderstood. I misunderstood, you know, you thinking you smarter than us. I misunderstood how you was talking to us. I misunderstood that, you forced us into this by doing that, right? Before any of us got a chance to add on to this decision. So you representing this, but look, you gotta talk nice. Like, didn't you read the 48 laws of power? Always appear dumber than your mark. What what's you gotta talk nice to me, man. See the way you did it now, it's like, see, that's not how you do. You see, this is the type of shit where a lot of people, it's like, yeah, see, you think see, there's a difference, right, between the rules of etiquette, right, in polite society or any other society, right, and having your culture be free of dumb shit. See, there's a difference. See, what a lot of people call culture is really, ancient customs, long long-lived customs. But a lot of them customs, that shit is savage. See, you got all this high IQ and all this intelligence, right? But you like a 6'5" nigga that can't play ball. – 6'11". Can't make it from right under the basket. See, because you got to look at, see, you got all this stuff that you thought up, but you got to look at how you came out. That's a part of how smart you is. Not just how complex the concepts, right, that you could that you could consider, right? Not how big and fancy the words was that you articulated, but was you actually successful? Will we be talking about Yakub if his success cut off at the wisdom culture degree? If he never got to make a real devil, will we be talking about that? 6,000 years later. Would we be talking about him? Would he be talking? Would he be? Would there be a flag? Would there be a flag for him to be trademarking? Right? If Allah didn't go from knowledge to born, right? And then we see what that is on the scale. Yeah, the crochet crowd. Look, it was a lot of sneak disses in there. But see, here's the thing: you got to remember that you niggas is so stupid. See, because we got it dumb. So that could be something that happened to you, from, you being fed the wrong foods or you a little boy. See, you niggas is so stupid that you can't even catch that kind of innuendo right there. See, that's why he did the video. You niggas is too stupid to read. Listen, let alone have reading comprehension. Gotta be out your regular ass mind if you expect him to take the time to build with you. But see, that's the thing. See, because he didn't come up with nothing new, it's almost like, man, We don't even have to think about this. Cause you ain't manifest nothing new, right? In this new thing, right? In this new, you reintroducing this initiative. You said I was referring to an article or email conversation. Yeah, that's all a part of it. Is that listen, he does not have time to talk to your dumb ass. Take the article, take the year, 2 years, however long it takes dummies like you, right, to get an inkling of what he's saying, right? But he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to engage with you. I get his point. But he hasn't shown improvement. Like for instance, in the new letter, he says that he anticipated that it was going to be, he anticipated that, it was going to be all this resistance and confusion and all that. Okay, so if you anticipated that, why you ain't take, why like, okay, Yakub did not live to see the colored man, right? Before even the black seeds was destroyed, right? According to the story we got, Yakub existed for 117 years on the island of Patmos, and then they continued on with the law. So whatever they, you know, ideas that they needed to carry themselves all the way to completion, right? Yakub predicted their history, right? How long it was going to take to make them, how long they was going to last. And taking all those things into consideration, right? All those various obstacles, people revealing the secret, all these various things, right? He anticipated that and he came out successful. But you, on the other hand, anticipated, anticipated. So there's two ways to look at this, right? Either you anticipated it, right? And you did it anyway. Did it anyway on some bogus shit. Fuck it, I'm doing what I'm doing. Deal with it. Or you anticipated it, and then all of the ideas that you tried to institute so that you could be successful was stupid. Yeah, but he was 33 when they got the Patmos. That's what I wonder. But like I said, clearly, maybe, look, like I said, I guess we going back and forth, right, with the psychoanalysis. You know, uh, maybe he has some kind of inner anger. He said, who did he consult with? Why did they agree? He didn't consult with anybody. And he said specifically, right, that wasn't in the letter, but in the video, I don't recall it being in the letter, but in the video, he said that he didn't tell certain people on purpose. Once again, you got Cinderella, I'm Darkim the fella, right? You know, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that shoe on, right? He purposely didn't tell me. See, look, it works that way too. See, just like I told you, look, you can't just pick people, right, and say, look, I like this person right here. Like this person is a good person, you know. And I think that if they had the knowledge, right, that they would be good if they had the knowledge, right? But it might don't be in that person. You can't pick people like that. See, by the same token, man, you can't pick who's gonna be true and living. Like, so you gotta look. This is the bottom line with the 5%, right? If you're gonna be 5%, look, there's other people that's 5% that they ain't going over. And we agree. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick and choose. I mean, of course, you're gonna have people that you know, you work better with. You know what I'm saying? You more in tune with. You know what I'm saying? In terms of your ideas, uh, y'all got the same experiences, whatever it is. So I don't know why he just don't admit he effed up and thought he had a great idea. I mean, uh, I don't think uh there's a couple of things I think about that. Just in general, you know, uh, kind of that idea of I didn't fuck up, right? Is how you looking at what I did that makes it look like I fucked up. See, and if you would just stop, pick your how you got hate by different names like misogyny and racism, pick whatever, right? And if you wasn't that way, then all of this could have worked out. It's not what I did. It's the way you looking at it. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that like I said, if it never comes to the point, right, of putting things on the scale and seeing what the real outcome is, yeah, you could do that. If there's no score, meaning like, look, see, is there any Laker fans in the house? If there's Laker fans in the house, duh. I'm about to send a shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to y'all, but look, y'all low hanging fruit right now. See, that's what LeBron James and is trying to do with Bronny right now. It's not that he can't play, it's the way the media is talking about it. It's the way people who don't understand the game is watching. But see, the thing is with that is there's a basket right there. And see, people who can play can put the ball in that basket, right? With defense on them. And see, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, if you can't do that, you can't play basketball. But see, if we just going to sit on the sports shows, right? If we just going to sit on the sports shows and talk about it, like, look, maybe it's this, right? I'm sure it's other categories than what I'm saying, right? But look, here's a question, right? You know, is music? I mean, it's music. Is this science, right? Is this knowledge? These teachings, right? Is it a philosophy is it an art or is it science? See, if it's art, it don't have to be exact because the the imperfections is what make it the art. Is what make it that particular person's art. See, if it's philosophy, we can make up whatever the fuck we want to make. You see, if it's a science, then it's got to be exact. See, I'm gonna tell you something, Malik. Why you know, what you suggesting in terms of him just being able to say, "Yo, you know what." Just like you said, just at least being able to admit that, yo, bro, you went about doing this the wrong way. Like, why should we listen to you after you did shit the way you did? Like, did anybody have people in their family like this? Like, you come in the house, right? You come in the house and you don't speak to them, and they tell you, look, go back outside. You go back outside and come back in here and act like you like come back, come back in and act like you see somebody. Did anybody else have people in their family like that? Where it's like, bro, don't even be in here. You ain't coming here right exact. Get the fuck out of here. We're not trying to hear that you hungry. Go back outside and come back in and act like you see somebody in here. See, I see a couple people. I see a couple people was raised like me. Yeah, look, that's another one. And we agreed, that's another one. You look, and look, even if you wake up in the morning, you come out your room, you go in the bathroom, and your grandmother asks you, "Did I sleep with you last night?" Yes, that's another one that I grew up with. You see, here's the thing, man, that I've seen in my time, right? Is that you got to remember amongst the guys, right? It exists that concept that listen, uh, all throughout the lessons, right? It's our duty to teach, right? That just in the order of operations, right? A person can learn first. People is only held responsible for what they know. So see, in these situations, and I'm talking about going back, right? These people receive outreach. Like I'm talking about people reach out like, yo, God, listen, call me, God. Look, here's my number, G. Yo, where you from? Oh, you rest over there? Yo, that's around my way. Yo, look, take my number, God. This word is born, God. I've seen this over in Cape Man. And like I said, look, maybe you don't like me, right? But I'm saying I've seen and look, and I'm talking about people that, you know, we all know that, yeah, they teach us, right? People reach out to these people. So if they gonna refuse that, then yeah, nah, they not gonna admit that's gonna be too big. See, because I'm gonna tell you something, and that's the experience that I have, you know, and it's usually, but sometimes you get somebody, but look, see, you got people that just don't want me to be right. And is you probably got people around you like that too. But I'm just telling you that some of the people, right, that you be dealing with like that shit is just, it's like, come on, man. Motherfucking Ray Charles can see this shit from the grave. And they still, it's because look, it's something burning them up inside. Where they know they wrong, but it's just it's like you kicking them in the teeth by saying by, by saying that they wrong. You know, they just they you got all kinds of people in the world, man. You know what I mean? Like Luciferian kind of people where you wouldn't, you know, you're having a heated discussion with a person, right, in order to reach an understanding or come up with a solution, right? And then the person you arguing with, they just like arguing. You ever have somebody like that? Like, look, they be fucking with you, right? And get on your nerves and shit, and you be like, yo, this motherfucker. And then look, they call you the next day. Like, they call you the next day. Like, like y'all had fun yesterday. Fine understanding. You said, I have never seen a 5% say they was wrong. Now, I've seen that plenty of times. Yeah, So I'm saying if we are silently being segregated into political parties, the Flag Party, the Regents Party, the Black Panther Party, the Muslim God Party, listen, yeah, that's actually peculiar. I mean, because see, this is what I'm saying, right? There's some things that, like I said, there's a basket right there, and you got to be able to put the ball in the basket, right? So this is what I'm saying. Like if a person quotes a degree and it's wrong, you saying that they won't admit that they don't know what they're talking about. That's what you're saying? So you gotta remember people got all other kinds of visions, all other type of traits and characteristics in themselves, right? That and see, you got a lot of people that's walked out like that, right? Like, look, here's a question, right? What's the difference between, you know, a Marine sniper, you know what I'm saying, and somebody, a serial, somebody that they take people out, and you know how they serial. What's the difference? One of them has found one of them has found a place, right, where living that shit out is socially acceptable. And see, you got people in the nation, right? People that get exposed to this knowledge that, they got different ideas about things like, people that they just they just hate white people, right? They hate white people. And so uh they feel like, yeah, this teachings where they say that the white man is the devil. Yeah, this is where this is my forum right here. You know what I'm saying? And it won't really be until you build with them, like a certain topic might come up and you like, yo, see, you just anti-white. Like that's the tantamount thing in your mind is being anti-white. You know what I'm saying? And so by the same token, you got people that uh, they got whatever, arrogance, what they call that, delusions of grandeur and all of that. And so when they run into some teachings that say that they God, right? This is a, you know, this is something where you come and you learn about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't really build with them, you won't see that, nah, this person is just, arrogant. They not they not really grasping uh this science. They just found some place where uh they arrogance can kind of blend in. Especially because when you're talking about all various levels of people getting the knowledge, man, like I couldn't imagine, I couldn't imagine people that's just getting the knowledge not being able to admit they was wrong. Not gonna get too far like that. Said in my heart of hearts, I really think he's a good brother. He just effed up. It's just that simple. I mean, uh, that's possible, but uh, he's walking on slippery slopes. You know what I'm saying? Where look, we know the 136. You got to be careful doing trading with them. Yeah, nah, Malik, I don't think he got that in him. Like I said, the the problem, the problem is these ghetto philosophers such as myself who don't know anything about what he's talking about, causing mass confusion by asking questions. Okay, now that's FDG beats. I mean, look, you know, it's like I said, it's possible, but the thing is, he's misleading himself, man. He's misleading himself. Like he's kind of starting out from that concept. And see, I do that sometimes too, and that's always the outcome, right? Is when I gotta deal with somebody and I already think this person like, then yeah, it's never the outcome is never all that, we don't solve all the problems. We come up with a mini solution or something. You know what I'm saying? Or so when you starting out from that perspective, and like I said, if you really think that, then you need to talk nice. But if you really think my emotions, right? Right? When I say my emotions, I mean whether I like you or dislike you, right? Can make you right or wrong. Either, either, either I'm misunderestimating, either I'm misunderestimating my power, or you out your rabbit ass mind. See, look, all of that was said. Look, now's the time. But the way you presented it, that's what I'm saying. Like if you had came back, right? Not saying you say it to me, but just to the nation, like, look, like you said, the way that came out before everything, but look, this is the full idea right here. This was this was the full idea right here, right, of what I wanted to do. And then let me ask my question. And if everything is right and exact, then just answer them. So you hit something on the head right there, what I'm saying. So like the guy Emblem said, uh Pimpin' Sally is trying to McDonaldize the culture. I mean, that's what he's saying. It's just a matter of how long how long it takes the burgers to get all dried up. What whatever whatever uh uh how long it takes until it starts spitting out chicken nuggets. But at the end of the day, right, that's what McDonald's is, right? The franchise, there's some people that got a license, right, to say they McDonald's. They got that license. They can sell the food. They can have the menu. They can have Ronald McDonald, the Happy Meals, the Golden Arcs. I'm just saying, listen, it could be, you said emblem. Wait, emblem. You know something, but I heard that something happened with him and the brother that taught him. But yeah, it's just a matter of time before, because I'm saying, look, like he said, we fumbled the bag, right? He said we fumbled the bag, so it's a bag involved, right? So what happens, what happens when, you know, you're gonna be selling this to the movie in the music industry, right? So look, right now the music in the movie industry is not doing too good. So uh do we start lowering the criteria? Do we start lowering the price in order for somebody to, have access to got the license? Listen, I was trying to leave that aspect out of it, but I concur. King, I concur. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what, and look, what I'm saying is that it's not doing business. It's just we have, we all have creative power. So you remember how when we first got it, right? And it said, look, you can't be the owner without being the maker. So what I'm saying is, you can use your creative power, right, to come up with something else to do that kind of trading with. We not holy, right? But yeah, there's some things that's sacred, man. And see, how is everybody how is everybody supposed to respect that, man? So now what happens? What happens? Listen, what happens when, you know, all all the Wu-Tang maniacs. You know what I'm talking about? The colored guys with the tattoos. What happens when all of them find out? What happens when all of them find out that you could be the guy, all you gotta do is pay for the license? I mean, now listen, and look, everybody duck. Everybody duck. Some people will be able to pop their head right back up. But check this out. Think about how many think about how many boy, when y'all first got exposed to the knowledge, you bought the lessons off of Amazon, right? Think about that. And then think about how many of y'all look, you didn't even buy the black and gold copy. You had the red and white copy. Now here's the question, right? Before Red and Jules, right? What if you would have found out? What if you would have found out that they sell the license, you can get a flag, you can be the guy. Now I know hindsight is 2020. It may be hard, it's hard to go back, right? You can't unknow what you know, right? But do you think you might have went for the okie doke? I'm asking the question. Do you think you might have went for the okie doke and just went ahead and bought the license? And then I wonder what, like the license, like I'm saying, like for instance, you brought up McDonald's, right? With the license, you don't just get the paper to say you licensed. They send you the French fries and the burgers and everything from the McDonald's factory, so your shit tastes exactly like all the other McDonald's. So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you get a set of 120? Do you get hey listen, do you get a crochet crown and a lapel pin? Because now that you got the license, right? You gotta know certain things about how to administer it, right? So you get the lessons. Do do you get the lessons with that? Yeah, a little starter kit. Yeah, little starter kit. Do you get a little starter kit with that, or you just get the paper and then you on your own? Because I'm saying at the end of the day, if you don't get no information, right, on what to do and not to do with it, right? Or there's no criteria, like, okay, let's say person is doing a movie about witchcraft. they was doing a movie about witchcraft, right? And they needed, like, I'm sure, most people would say like, yeah, nah, let's, whatever they doing, let's not put the flag. I'm sure most people, most people wouldn't be with that. So how much do they get? How much instructions do they get with the license? How did I originally find out? Uh, yeah, I can't even recall. I just know that I was one of the first people and shit. And I did the live and that's what I think, one of the reasons why he don't like me is that, he feels like I threw salt immediately on his fire. I was one of the sources of mass confusion, as he worded it in his uh little scribe there. All on the business. Plus it's when you oh yeah, uh the artist formerly known, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said that, yeah, he's taking the flag like Saladin taking Jerusalem for the devil, but that's what I'm saying. Who's the devil? Who's the devil that you're taking it from? But the artist formerly known as Saladin, I call him Pimpin' Sally now because he wanted to pimp the nation. Uh, you know, he released a little blog there. He released a little blog there, uh, asking the question, what good came of not accepting his fraudulent his fraudulent uh trademark his fraudulent trademark papers that he filed. First he wrote it. He made a text post, and then he realized that you stupid niggas can't read. And so he made a video. So, we just addressing, some of the ridiculousness that he was able to disguise with some big words. he was able to disguise some nonsense. And being that, just the end of the year and everything, we just having a little fun. We just having a little fun with Pimpin' Sally. Because I'm just saying, there's a universal pendant on Amazon for like $3. Yeah, that's what he want to do. He, see a lot of this stuff. Sometimes you got to be aware of that too. Where it's like, you know, see, like people selling stuff with the flag on it, right? That's wrong. And see, what you trying to do is say it's right if you can make money. So you gotta be aware of that. You can say I hear all the big words and the fancy shit you say. But see, people fucking with our shit is either right or it's wrong. And because whoever get paid, whether it's him or like he claimed he want to do, he handed over to the nation. It ain't going to make it right because somebody's getting paid. He ain't no bad brother. Listen, man. Like I said, he look. The road to hell can be paved with good intentions. When you don't know what you're doing, you know, you know, and even like when you say he's not a bad brother, right? You know, in terms of uh, you know, he definitely got some bad personality traits. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, saying like, yo, he's a type of, real backstabbing, malicious type of brother. You know what I mean? Maybe he can't be described as that. But, you know, uh, his social equality is not strong. You know what I mean? His supreme equality is even weaker. You know, those, look, see, there's some things you could play over there in the fish tank. But you can't come out here on the open seas, you know. Some things, see, I'm talking about, for everybody. Not saying just for him, I'm talking about for everybody. When you go out there to teach, you gotta know who, who is gonna be motivated and who's gonna be repelled by which current. See, you go outside with that type of arrogance, right? Try to teach the wrong people, it might don't work out for you. Trying to teach the people who don't respond well to that. Like I was saying earlier, like, yeah, those ciphers where you be in, you know, you the dominant factor, as you should be. But that's the science of you know, one God is that we have the power, we got the power to stand on our own. But we got the equality to come together. That's an old school. I don't know what brought that came out right in the, but yeah, that's from the 80s. But someone I don't know, I'm not even gonna attempt to leave no comments and nothing like that on his. I'm not gonna attempt to leave no comments and nothing like that on his. Somebody tell Pimpin' Sally, somebody tell Pimpin' Sally that his name is Pimpin' Sally. I don't know if anybody got a line on it. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, listen, like I said, when I got to find my machine. I don't know what I did with it. I got to find my machine that I could do all my memes and my sound effects. See, this is the time. See, look, this is when see somebody. He's lucky we not again. I kick you out the whip. Leave him on the side of the road. He said, I'm thinking his objective is to have his day in court and to get us on the record. I mean, see, I just think, see now look, in the vein that King Me and the other brother is saying that he seemed like a good brother. Uh uh just in terms of, where I think he's misguided at uh is just not knowing he doesn't understand how to remember uh not too long ago, I can't remember what the situation was. And I think it was with Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? In terms of uh like when she was addressing black people during her campaign, I think Barack Obama was they said that about him too, where it was like, yeah, see, you ain't really grow up around black people. You don't know black people. Or you wouldn't have spoke to them like that. You know what I'm saying? The things that you expected them to respond to, like, nah, that don't work. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that kind of social skill, he just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And he can't work with people that, and I know a couple people like that. People that it's like I know people that look, they get mad at me every time I disagree with them. Like when I say get mad at me, I'm talking about, this shit is all leaves the conversation. You over there talking about you 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 got the whole shit. You got a lynch mob outfit. But see, he from the sideline. He don't really he don't know how to he don't know how to interact with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he don't have uh at least from what I see, right? He don't have a lot of close personal relationships, especially with people from New York. Like anybody could tell that, right? When he said Guy Key. Well, look, that's not the only thing he did. Now, don't forget about the don't let nobody tell you who to love video. But I'm just saying, Yeah, he said, yeah, Guy Key. Like that's one of them things where, yeah, that's what he was trying to say. That's what he was trying to say, but he said Guy Key. Right? Now look, when I'm saying, look, if I didn't know who was saying that, right? Like if it wasn't, I would think like, nah, just you like listen. Let me say something. Even before cell phones, man. Back in the days, man, the brother put a cord in the phone and called motherfuckers like, yo, you know this cat? Yeah, because he's up here looking for Guy Key. We were, oh, man. Oh, nah. Oh, you talking about ABGB? You talking about ABGB? Yeah, that was another one. But I'm just saying that, yeah, nah, that just seemed like you not from here. That just make it seem like you not from here. Like, see, for instance, right? In New York, right? It's Houston, Texas, right? But in New York, in Manhattan, they got a street that's spelled just the same, but it's pronounced Houston. And anytime somebody asks you, where's Houston Street? You know they not from New York. Just like I'm sure if somebody went to Houston, if somebody went to Houston, if somebody went to Texas and said how far to Houston, people would say, yo, you're not from you're not from I'm sure that would happen. The world is yours. And I'm saying, Jaki, we talking about, we not talking about no sideline cat here. We not, we not, we not talking about somebody that's little known. We not talking about the best kept secret. So see, when you don't even know, right? When you saying, Guy Key, some member of our history, right, that's supposed to be named Guy Key, then I know you haven't. You listen, man. It's virgin snow around you, man, because you ain't walked no steps. Like you never even met the people. See, this whole thing, right, is a mental concept, fam. But I guess, man, we'll see what happens. We'll see if he, if this is him beginning to, try to reintroduce the idea. It's still, the same thing for me. If y'all decide that that's the kind of thing y'all want to do, right? That we're gonna be like the government, and then like when some shit happen that's illegal, but it's wrong, but it's not against the law yet because ain't no law written for it. Then we just put some regulations on it and charge people money to do that. You know, but that's coming from my perspective. That look, people using our flag to make money is wrong, and it's not going to make it right because we getting a couple of dollars. Other things you could do. Look, it's a vast multitude of other things. We know that it's basic building blocks of all things in reality, right? That's supreme mathematics. But formulate your own formula. And then if you want to say, okay, look, I formulated this formula right here, look, I'm gonna donate this to the nation, here, take the patent for that and do what y'all do. See, that's the thing, is that I'm telling you, that's laziness. That's laziness. For everybody to just fall back on that. If you want to sell t-shirts, look, why you don't make go make polo shirts or whatever. Because you ain't even, that's what I'm saying. At least put something with that. Like I'm saying, let's say you knew how to make clay pottery or something. And then, as a part of the design or whatever, when you paint it, whatever was the thing that you was making, right? You know, you put the flag as part of design. Like that's what I'm saying. Do something, right? Add something. Otherwise, you just biting, yo. You just bite. I know what the fuck is biting. But other than that, we I look, I had enough of him. I think we could go ahead and send Pimp and Sally back to the track. We can send Pimp and Sally back to the blade. Just tell them, look, tell them the nation refuses to be 10 toes down. Tell them we not gonna be 10 toes down. We not gonna be 10 toes down for them. You know what I'm saying? We wish him luck. The best in his endeavors to become the new Wu-Tang of the entertainment industry or whatever that is he's trying to do there. You know. And just in the meantime, look, you got bigger fish to fry than me. There's there's two ways to look at this, right? There's two ways to look at this, right? Either you look at me as some kind of leader of a goon squad, right? That just goes based on my emotions, right? Rather right or wrong, right? Or we could consider that you're just that much of a jackass. See, I said this yesterday. See, anybody can piss somebody off, but it takes a special kind of jackass to piss everybody off. And see, that's why I think the mistake can be made there. You're having a misunderstanding, right? He said that he did what he did to evoke a national response. And you're having a misunderstanding. You're having a misunderstanding of what your fundamental, what the fundamental problem is. Because you in fact got a national response. But what you want to do is pawn it off. What you want to do is pawn it off on me. Look, fuck it. I'm what's the word? I think that was cathartic. So look, let's bury the hatchet. You know what I mean? Look, if but look, you gotta talk nice. You gotta talk nice. I'll look, I'll go into it with an open mind, but you gotta talk nice. Somebody clip that part right there. Somebody clip that part right there. Send it to me. Yeah, or look, maybe one of y'all look, not me, because he probably ain't gonna trust me. But one of y'all tell him, listen, just be like, look, I know, Christ. We build it. I got you. Tell him, look, like he's Saladin, taking the flag back from the devil. Tell him that you Moses, and you're going to deliver him to the promised land. Tell him y'all be Saladin, right, and Moses. But look, I'm still calling Pimpin' Salad. Like that's done. That's done. That's etched in stone. See, like the young guys in like 2035, 2040, they they go, they ain't even going to know. Like, yeah, I don't know. The only guy calling Pimpin' Salad. You know what I mean? Yeah, the young guys all nervous, like, yo, don't call him that to his face. Don't talk to him. Don't call him that to his face. You get mad. Oh, man. But me and you, we go back. Me and you, we go back like that. Pimp and Sally. If you talk nice, I won't tell the young guys why we call you Pimp and Sally. But like I said, we can hear you out. But see, you got to be able to work with a group of people or a society of people, meaning everybody's got to be able to add on. And I don't know anybody got any other. The rumor was all over. See, I ain't even gonna say that because If it's already a rumor, let's let it stop there. Yeah, that was that joint right there, Julie TV. Hey, yeah, but anybody got anybody, besides the, we already let the pimpin' know. We already let the pimpin' know how we let the pimpin' know how we see his little live stream slash podcast monologue. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. One thing I just want to ask, right? Just one thing I gotta ask this. Yeah, I know. I should be more mature. But he started. Look, check you and look, yeah. If y'all didn't start talking about that music, I wouldn't have thought about this. Right? For the people that saw it, would y'all think would y'all think of the track at the end? Would y'all think would y'all think of the track at the end of the shots fired? Yeah, what happened? Don't tell me, don't tell me, man, that y'all cut it off and didn't get a chance to hear the track again. I mean, just a minute ago, it was bubbling. It was bubbling with hip hop conversation a minute ago. Now all of a sudden, nothing, man. What's going on, fellas? What do we think of the track? 5 mics, pump it and dump it. What's the deal? What did you think of the track at the end of his live stream slash podcast monologue? Yeah. What what happened, Julie TV? I know you didn't cut it off. You was unable to watch it on the way. That's a cop out, Julie TV. It's cool though. I guess people will check it out after this, man, and see what they think. But yeah, if you do go watch the video, right? If you do go watch it all the way to the end, and he has a surprise treat there for you. Oh man, FDJ Beats. Why would you say that? Is it is it really that much of a struggle? So that's two. You gotta tell the guy Emblem, tell the guy Emblem, this is all his fault. This is like the plagues of Egypt. This is like the plagues of Egypt that he unleashed upon us. Tell him, tell him I said, forgive us for our sins. Tell him we repent. he can so he can stop now. Whew. You ever notice you can't when you have some real good lemonade or iced tea, you gotta drink it like that. You know, you got water, you usually just drink it right there. You know, or you know most drinks, but when you got it's particular with iced tea and lemonade, you gotta taste every that cool, refreshing drink. So yo, I mean, if that's it, uh, you know, I don't know. Tomorrow probably ain't gonna have nothing to do. Probably ain't gonna have much to do tomorrow. I don't know. I may we may hit it. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You know, I know for a lot of people, some new people that may be coming that just came in. You know, this is I did say at the beginning that you probably want to tune in some other time. You know, if you recommended to someone to look at the show tonight, and they was a little bit confused, I bet. But we had some incoming, and we shots fired, shots fired, and we decided to have a little fun and fight some that. But if you did make it this far, do the each one teach one, hit the like button. Uh, any new people subscribe because I told you my that is uh I lost. I think I'm on 1971 now. On on to get 2,000. My goal is to have 2,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I don't know why, just a nice round number. But other than that, in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna sign off and say peace. And in the immortal words of you, King Justice, see you when I see you.